And from London, Jon and Vangelis.
Hello there.
Hello. Wait a minute. There you are.
Is that you?
That's me.
Hi, Ed.
How you doing, Jon?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's very good to hear from you. As I told you before we went on, many people are very concerned about, obviously, the future of Yes, which is really not your concern now, and also your future, and the fact that you and Rick have departed the band onto your solo ventures and so on. So we might as well just plunge right in ahead, and I'll ask you the big question. Really, what's your analysis of what happened? Why did it happen? And really, what are your plans?
Well, it's a little bit difficult to talk about it at the moment. I think things will come clearer in the coming months. All that I know is that, as most people who are probably listening have followed the group, understand that music is the main thing for each member of the group. This is possibly one of those times when it is good to relax and carry on trying to reassess things musically. And as I say, it's very difficult to make any statement about it at the moment. All that I know is that I certainly don't want to let anybody down. I want to try and carry on making music and trying to do my best, and in the hope that at the moment it's a difficult time for obviously Yes fans and so, and I hope they're with me and the other members of the group while this situation is imminent, and that music will be able to speak for itself in the coming future.
Okay. We know, of course, that you put out the short stories LP with your friend Vangelis, and maybe I just should ask you a little bit about the chronology. You've worked with Vangelis in the past, of course, right?
This was about 3 or 4 years ago. I popped in to see him working on his album Heaven and Hell, and we sat down and got together on this song. And so long ago, so clear. And that was the first time that we worked together, and we enjoyed it very much. And we've always been very close friends anyway, and I think it was inevitable that we would make music together. And this happened last February in '79.
Right.
And for a couple of weeks, we just made music and put down tracks without really coming along with songs or anything like that. We just made the songs as they came out, and a kind of spontaneous feeling came, and I think that that comes over on the album. And I think it was Vangelis' production towards September, October of last year that finished it all up, and then it was released over here just around Christmas, and now it is released in America.
Right. I wonder if you remember the last time you were here at WIOQ, you played me some of this album, which you had already been working on.
That's right.
So it really is, I guess, relevant that you had been working on the album with Vangelis during the last, before the last Yes tour, I guess after the recording of Tormato. Was that when it was?
Well, it was just the 2 weeks in February that the first week was spent putting down the tracks, which we put down quite a lot of music. And then I had a break and wrote the lyrics, and then finished off the following week. And then carried on with my work with Yes, and didn't think so much about it because I knew it would be quite a time before Vangelis finished it, because he was working on China and other projects.
Yeah.
So it was just a question of time before the album was finished, and I left it to him, really. It wasn't as though I spent months and months working on it. It was just a very short period of time.
How would you like people to think of it, as a solo project, or that is a duo project?
Joint venture.
But as a one shot, or do you envision continuing working with Vangelis on a regular basis?
Well, not like I've got to do another one now. Not really. It'll happen when it happens. We would like to make another album, and maybe another, and then another over the next few years, but we don't commit ourselves to any situation. We just hope that it comes about, that we get the chance to work together.
Yeah. Could you comment a little bit? Was it different working with someone like Vangelis as opposed to what you'd been doing in the band context?
It was just very different. Yes, it was. It was more, as I say, it was more of the spontaneous idea. Each track on the album was made. The track is the same track. There is no second take. It is what it is. And then, obviously, while I was singing, I was thinking of lyrics at the same time, so I didn't have to do too much lyric writing because it seemed to flow out very natural. And it took me a couple of days to sort out the lyrics, and then I came back and sang, and that was it, really. So it was a very different way of working.
Yeah.
As it is when I'm at home, when I'm working on other kinds of music.
Yeah. Is it true that you really didn't work at all on the new Yes album at all? Were you writing lyrics or songs or anything for it, or did you have any participation?
Well, we were working in Paris, and we had written quite a lot of music for the Paris sessions, but it didn't seem to work out too well. I'd been writing quite a lot with Rick as well. These things just didn't seem to come together. We weren't very compatible. And at the beginning of this year, I did the same thing. I worked on quite a few songs and did quite a lot of lyric writing and so, but somehow it just didn't seem to be coming together as it should be for everybody concerned.
Do you envision working with Rick again on a joint venture or something?
I would like to. I would also like to work with the other guys in the band sometime. It might just take us a break for a period of time. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
I felt that, I know it wasn't so much myself, but we talked about it before Christmas, that maybe we needed to have a little break from each other, and probably this is what has developed into the situation now.
Yeah. So you would, I guess, consider it a difference of musical direction. I was trying to explain to you a little bit on the air about how...
it was a combination of those things. It's quite understandable, especially the climate of music these days and the climate of the business side of things.
Yeah.
I can't get away from the fact that last year the tour was one of the most exciting times of my life, and you know that.
Yeah.
Because it was such an exciting time, and I can't take that away from my memory. And I know there's quite a few people who will be disappointed by the situation at the moment, but all I can say is that I will endeavor to make music and hope that this will help the situation, that's all.
Well, you understand how much you mean to a lot of people, especially in this area, and how emotionally involved they feel, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Do you have plans to do any live music with... I want to just say hello to Vangelis also. I know he's on the line. Vangelis?
He's sitting over at the other side of the studio.
Oh. Well, if we can get him on, I'd like to say hello to him. But do you have plans to do any live music? People want to know if you're going to be doing a tour, perhaps the two of you.
Hello. Yes. Hello, Vangelis.
Yes.
How are you?
Okay, you.
I'm not too bad.
Hello, Vangelis.
Yes.
Do you have a nickname?
Sorry? What? Excuse me. What?
Do you have a nickname like Van?
No, Vangelis. That's...
Oh, okay. We haven't met, but it's a pleasure to be speaking with you.
Thank you.
You've done many albums. How many albums do you think you've made in the course of your career?
All my career?
Yeah.
Oh, too many. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 albums altogether.
Uh-huh. You've been in bands and you've done a lot of solo...
Tracks for films and things like that.
Yeah. Do you have any plans to tour in America or to perform live with Jon?
Not real plans, but nothing is impossible. Maybe we can do something together. We don't like to plan things. We like to, when we feel like it, we do it.
Is it a possibility at all?
A possibility?
Yeah.
Yes, might be a possibility, but I don't think it can happen to the near future. Maybe it can happen a little bit later.
I see.
I can't really confirm anything for the moment.
Yeah. John? You're still there? Okay.
I've got to tell you, I'm sitting next to Vangelis's keyboards, right?
Yes.
And while we were talking away there, I had my cigarette, and it dropped on one of the keys, and it's burnt a big hole in his Yamaha.
What?
I'm sorry.
Really?
Yes.
Where?
One of the keys is coming running over now with a fire extinguisher.
Well, it was a pleasure working with him, wasn't it, John?
I enjoyed it very much.
John, we thank you very much.
Sorry, Ed.
Yes.
Catastrophe here.
Okay, well, we thank you for calling in. I have one more question, John. Are you there?
Yeah, no, you can keep, it's okay now.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you, since you left the band, people would like to know, is there an office they can write you? Lots of people want to write you letters and tell you things, and is there an office address or a record company address that they could write to in England that you'll get the mail?
Well, if it's okay with you, Ed, they could write to you, and you could send me the letters.
Okay. All right. Well, you'll have to give me the address then off the air, okay? Hold on then, okay? You hold on when we get done? I'm not sure if you hear me. John?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on a minute. I want to thank you for calling in. Send our regards to Vangelis again, and we wish you the best. If you have... Are there any other musical projects you've been working on since recording short stories?
With Vangelis, no, not really. He's been working on a couple of films, and he's making his own album at the moment.
So what do you have planned ahead for your immediate future?
Well, I've been working on some music for on different kinds of things. I'm not definite what to do at the moment. I'm just all that I know is I will try to make the best music I can and hope that people will find the time to listen and maybe enjoy.
Okay. We thank you, John, and the best of luck always. You know how lots of people around here, and myself included, feel about you, okay? Thank you.
Hey, don't get too down about it.
I'm trying my best, although people you know took it as quite a shock.
It was for me as well. The overall situation will change for the better, I believe.
All right. I'll play your little tune here. I hear you now from Short Stories. Thanks again to Jon Anderson and Vangelis in London. I hope the Yamaha's okay.
Yeah, it was a note of D, which is one that he keeps playing a lot.
And our regards to Jenny, who's due any day now. Isn't that right?
Yeah, thank you very much, Ed, and lots of good wishes for everybody in Philadelphia and all the people that think about things and the music and so. And I hope you enjoy Short Stories very much.
Yes, we do.